A mountain does not collapse all at once. It forgets its sharpness over centuries. Rain weeps gently into its cracks. Wind hums lullabies through its stone. Frost kisses it into submission each winter, and gravity pulls, ever so slowly, until one day, the proud peak is no longer jagged. It has become smooth, humble, still. This is not destruction. This is refinement. What looks like loss may simply be life, carving character through time. Why do we fear being worn down? Why do we resist the gradual shedding of who we were? The erosion of dreams, titles, certainty? Is it because we mistake change for disappearance? We want to remain intact, unscathed, solid. But life, like the sea, doesn't honor stillness. It honors shape. And shape is born from surrender. The seasons ask us not to remain, but to remember that everything sacred was once eroded. There is a tale told near the coast of Ishikawa of a stonemason who carved not with tools, but with time. Each day he would walk to the cliffs. He would not strike the stone. He would sit and watch. The tides rose. The tides fell. Salt wore at the edges. Cracks grew like slow flowers. Only when the sea had done its patient part did the mason lay his hands upon it. When asked why he waited so long, he whispered, "Because only time reveals what the stone truly wants to be." So it is with us. We think of erosion as a theft, but what if it's a right? In myth, the hero is always torn from comfort. Odysseus lost 10 years. Siddhartha gave up his palace. Job lost everything but his voice. The world strips us, not to punish, but to prepare. What is taken is often the weight we were never meant to carry. The smoothest stones have traveled far, tossed by rivers, tumbled by storms, and in that tumbling, they become beautiful. There are times when we feel flattened by life. Everything we thought we were crumbled. But a seed too must break to grow. And the self, that quiet flame beneath all loss, is never truly extinguished. In Zen, the concept of Kensho, a sudden glimpse into one's true nature, often comes at a breaking point. Not when we are winning, but when we are worn. To be humbled is to be cleared. And in that clearing, something sacred begins. What the caterpillar calls the end, the world calls transformation. There are invisible seasons where growth feels like absence, where becoming feels like breaking. But under the soil, roots do not question the darkness. They keep reaching. Quietly. Faithfully. There is a refinement taking place in your unseen hours. You are not being undone. You are being reformed. Eventually, the mountain accepts the weather. It no longer resists the wind. It does not long for its past edges. It simply stands. Rounded. Hollowed. Whole. Stillness is not the absence of weather. It is the shape we take when we've stopped pretending we control it. In Stoic practice, amor fati, the love of fate, is the art of becoming what life is carving. There is dignity in the worn, a beauty in things that have endured. You are not the same as you were before the storm, but you are no less real. You have been shaped by grief, by time, by silence, smoothed by doubt, refined by love, rounded down, built back up. You are the sculpture of your survival. So if you feel weathered, uncertain, unmade, look closer. There is a gentleness in your breaking. A new shape is forming in the background of your pain. Perhaps this erosion is not your ending, but your unveiling. Maybe you are not falling apart. Maybe you are being carved into something meant to last. Mindkind Stories Reflection.